If you could say what's up, guys, what is going on? Hope y'all are doing well. Welcome back. I don't know if the mic is okay. There we are. Yeah, welcome back. Hope y'all are doing well. Every time I make a Chelsea video, I'm in good spirits. I don't know what it is. I think I know what it is. It's just because there's always something to talk about. A team that spends so much money, has the two most expensive signings. Oh my God, just saying that hurts everything, every part of my body. I feel like a baby somewhere in Burkina Faso ends up dying. There's always something. It's never a dull moment with Chelsea, right? And I don't wish them any ill will, but it's just it's a movie. It's a movie in the making. It's a drama. It's a thriller. When you watch Chelsea play, they can't seem to get their act together. They just can't seem to do right. And today's game was no exception. That first half was awful from Chelsea. I was seriously again doubting. I was like, I knew I should have watched the Manchester United game. That's what came to my mind. But I'm happy I stuck through it, and it was a really good second half from Chelsea. But that first half, no desire, no heart, there's no feeling for either club or themselves. It's like they're doing somebody a favor. Everybody was awful, including Sterling. Sort of, maybe he gets a pass. Maybe Sterling gets a pass, but everybody else just. And it's not that they were playing horribly, like they were making mistakes, just not animating, not lively. It just looked like any team, any second division team of any part of the world could have just pummeled Chelsea to the ground. They just lacked structure, identity. I feel like I'm opening myself up for criticism when I say it, but it's Chelsea. As if, well, what is Chelsea? These last couple of years, like Chelsea isn't what you used to think it was, or it never was. Somebody else, maybe a United fan, Liverpool fan might say, a Real Madrid fan, Barcelona fan might say, like, well, Chelsea was never anything, right? Until, I don't know, 1990 something. Besides that, just like awful from Chelsea that first half. And that first goal kind of proves it with a beautiful run. It was a beautiful run by, I can't remember his name, number 17, giving it to Odegaard. And I think Cucurella could have done a better job. Yeah, he should have done a better job. But I guess you can say that when anybody scores against you, right? And whoever's defending the one that took the shot, I guess, yeah, he could have done a better job. But still, really good cross shot by Odegaard. And then there could have been a second goal right away with, I don't know who it was, but Colwill just caught, I don't know, he was sleeping over his friend's house. And number, again, 31, just out of the blue, just comes behind him. And that should have been a 2-0. That would have been a 2-0. I think this game would have been a completely different game. And again, no excuses. Everybody's to blame. I'm not just going to blame Pochettino. I still think Pochettino is not the right coach. It's going to take a certain, or maybe not the right coach for this moment. Maybe in a different time, in the past, in the future, but not right now. I don't think Pochettino is the right coach. I mean, they got the win, right? But I still don't think he's the right coach. But that would have been the 2-0, and that would have changed the whole entire game. And then towards the end, come on, Chelsea got lucky. That's just, let's be frank. Chelsea got really, really lucky. You guys got really lucky with that deflection shot. And, you went into the half with a 1-1. And the second half, that's when things turned, for better for Chelsea. Chelsea, especially with Sterling. Sterling played an amazing match. He played a great match. But the thing is, and I heard the commentators were saying, why hasn't he been selected? I don't know what he's been playing like the last couple of games, because I missed maybe 2-3 Chelsea games. If he's been playing like this, and then again, no insult to Burnley, but it's Burnley. But if he's been playing like this the last 2-3 matches, then yeah, he should be called. I wouldn't. Yeah, I can't give you a reason why he hasn't been called. Maybe just because he doesn't fit into his system. But something tells me he hasn't been playing like this. I still remember the last time I've seen Sterling play more or less like this was, maybe several weeks back. And that's the first time he was playing after being there for months, after being in Chelsea for months. So it's not like he's playing like this every single game. So, you got to understand why, right? Now, if he starts playing like this, supposedly Chelsea's going to play with the top 9 teams in the league, 10 teams, I think, in the league. Then, yeah, definitely he should get a call-up. But again, really, really good assist, really good. He was involved in all the goals. He was involved in all the goals, even the last one, right? Even the last one that he ended up giving it to, was it Jackson to Palmer, and Palmer Palmer, I thought, did really well in that instant. Just the composure kind of reminded me of Lamine Yamal, and just Neymar. Just like, there's very few players in the world that just in the box, under that pressure, because he could have shot the ball. He could have taken it to his right and just shot the ball, just to say he did something instead of just standing there and trying to pass it to somebody and then it gets intercepted and then he's gonna get blamed for it. Really, really, really good on the composure. I do think Jackson took the right decision in dribbling and pretending like he was going to shoot the ball and then hooking it in for his left. But there was another instant where Jackson, I think it was Mudryk passed it back to Jackson, and Jackson should have done a better job at just one touching it. So kind of iffy there, but really good shot by Mudryk. But going back to Sterling, really, really good game. Really good game. Just involved in every single what do you call it, play for Chelsea, every single goal for Chelsea. I thought he had a really, really good game overall. Yeah. Palmer, as I was saying, Palmer, I don't think he had a good game. I just think he delivered when he had to with the pass and then the penalty. Had somebody else taken the penalty, had it been Jackson, for instance, which I think Jackson should have taken the penalty. I'm okay with Palmer also taking the penalty, but I would have preferred Jackson taking the penalty. Had he not taken the penalty, I don't think you can say he had a good game. I haven't seen, but something tells me everyone's praising Palmer at this point. Why? A pass and a goal. I mean, that's huge. I get it. It's the points, it's the goals, it's winning. That's what it's all about. But his overall gameplay, it was low. I'm not saying he played horrible, but it was very low. I feel like I'm the only one that's going to say that it was low, or maybe I'm wrong, and everybody does recognize that he didn't have a good game except for the penalty and the pass. There was one on the flank where he was driving it, going up, and he just lost the ball as he was running with the ball. Really, not that much pressure. Just I guess he couldn't keep up with the speed and his coordination, and just felt I don't know, one too many touches and it went outside. So I don't think he had a good that good of a game. Enzo, again, fuck. Enzo, for as much money as he's worth and he's getting paid, I think he could have done better also. There was one with Gallagher with a cross, and Enzo, come on, you're worth that much, you're that, what is this, like, you're that elite kind of player. I thought you could have done a better job at meeting the ball, and he kind of waited knowing he was going to lose valuable seconds where the defender was going to come and block him, and that's what ended up happening. But he should have done a better job. And someone with the quality of Enzo, I mean, I don't know, can I still say that with the quality of Enzo? You should have done a better job at meeting the ball. I don't know, you could have taken the decision to head first, throw yourself, or the volley, or head it in, right? I thought he should have done a better job with that. There was one where I was rooting for Enzo and Broja, it was actually an Enzo pass, and Broja, because I can't say much about Broja because I haven't seen him play much. I didn't even know who he was, and kind of memory kicked in. I was like, oh yeah, he played the other day. It just very like a log. Just it took him a long time, and by the time he had the ball, it was too late to look up and see Enzo running inside asking for the ball, even though maybe he wouldn't have gotten in time to the ball because Enzo's not the fastest. But still, Broja, I don't think Broja was non-existent, and so was Palmer. For me, those were the two less impactful players from Chelsea that should have had more of an impact, right? Because I could go straight to Cucurella, which, by the way, I have to point out with Cucurella, I felt like he was being bullied in this game. Aside from everything, the ball when it went outside, and the Burnley player that was warming up and was trying to keep the ball away from him or something, really douchebag of a move from the guy. And Cucurella, I think he pushed him, he shoved him, he moved around, but nothing else happened. Normally you would get a card from that, and you see Chelsea players right next to the Burnley player. Nobody stuck up for him, which I'm for that. Let's not get involved. Let's not start yelling, and then everybody gets a card. You get 2-3 cards, right? Unnecessarily, instead of just letting it go. I thought that was great, but I felt that there were more than one instances than that instance that Cucurella was unfairly getting. He was getting bullied. He was getting hazed. There's no way around it. He did have that nasty chop on Odegaard in the beginning, which, what the hell, Cucurella. But besides that, look, Cucurella he's not a bad guy, right? I think everybody knows at this point in the league. He's I wouldn't say he's sweet. He's a little marshmallow, but he's no dick either. So it just it was kind of weird. Not even Thiago, which is a gentleman, he's the most diplomatic you can say of captains that is around in the football world. He didn't go up and spoke to the guys, spoke to the players. Like, nobody really stuck up for him. Yeah, like, it was maybe when he chopped, or when he tried to chop Odegaard, maybe there was some sticking up from what's his name, Enzo, because Enzo ended up getting a card right away too. It didn't take that long. He got a yellow right away. He must have said something. I didn't think it was right, but then again, nobody knows what he really said to him. So yeah, so I just had to point that out. Yeah, again, Gallagher? My God, you know what? I wish he would have gone to Bayern Munich. I really wish he would have gone to Bayern Munich, because I thought with those level of players, and he's the kind of player that, just to me, he doesn't have the quality. He needs those crutches, to be able to play better, and he's not going to have that in Chelsea. I don't think was he captain? I think I saw him with the armband, right? I think he's the player that has the most work ethic out of anybody else there. I mean, he gives so much. There's so much effort from Gallagher. There's so much desire. There's so much love for the team, for himself. I mean, he puts in vast amounts of effort, but the quality isn't there. It's just not there, and he doesn't have that kind of. I mean, he should. Technically, he does have those kind of players to be able to, to fall back on, but they're not there yet. They're not playing at their full capacity, or maybe they never will, or they never had that full capacity. I don't know, because it's not showing. Enzo, Caicedo, and so on, Jackson. I know I'm missing other players. Sterling's starting to, but he's just one player. He's the only player. But I don't see it for Gallagher. I think Gallagher should have gone to, and not because I want him to leave Chelsea. I'm kicking him out of Chelsea, but just because I think it would have been better for Chelsea and for Bayern Munich and for Gallagher. Just my opinion. Just my 2 cents. I had fun with this game. Because it was just like up and down. It was just like things that didn't make sense. Yet they were fun to watch. So, anyways, that's it. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much as always for watching videos, and I'll catch you in the next one.